culture, tradition, and heritage, and reflect upon the values we all share and treasure: peace, freedom, and democracy. We join you in celebrating this significant anniversary, and thank you for your contribution to the diversity and vibrancy of our city. Mayor Ford, Councilor Raymond Cho, City of Toronto, August 15, 2012. Thank you very much.
Now I would like to invite Catherine Crane from CFRE to say a few words. Thank you.
Hello everyone. I would just like, on behalf of Rouge Valley Centenary Hospital, I would like to thank the Hindu Cultural Center for everything that you've done for our hospital. We really do appreciate the support from the center. Raymond Cho, we've always had his support, and a number of different councillors and other committees in this area. We have a full-service hospital. It's just down the street, and we are proud to serve the community. We have a great emergency department. We have birthing and newborn center that many of you probably know, and we also specialize in the regional cardiac program. Anyway, I just wanted to say thank you so much. The $5,000 that you donated today will be going to our Buy a Bed program. So there will be a new bed in the hospital with your name on it. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I would just say, लिए तिरंगा हाथों में, लिए तिरंगा हाथों में आए भारत के भक्त, करने याद शहीदों को 15 है आज अगस्त. Ladies and gentlemen, our next item will be on the agenda as Mary Nippet, representing from Scarborough, Pickering. You are welcome, please.
Cornelia Chisu sends his regrets. He's out of the country, so on behalf of the Government of Canada, I wish to offer my best wishes for a happy 66th Independence Day to all Indian Canadians and the members of the Hindu Cultural Society, Scarborough, August the 15th, 2012. Cornelia Chisu, MP, Pickering, Scarborough East. Thank you.
You heard beautiful speeches, short but very meaningful. Thank you very, very much. Our next item is a dance performance by Nrityakala Mandir. At this point, I would like to tell you that Mrs. Kanan Bhatt, who runs this Nrityakala Mandir, is an expert dance teacher. Her girls are superb.
भारत हमको जान से प्यारा है, सबसे गुलिस्तान हमारा है. भारत हमको जान से प्यारा है, सबसे गुलिस्तान हमारा है. सदियों से भारत भूमि दुनिया की शान है. भारत माँ की रक्षा में जीवन कुर्बान है. भारत हमको जान से प्यारा है, सबसे गुलिस्तान हमारा है. हमारा है, सबसे प्यारा देश हमारा है। हिंदुस्तानी नाम हमारा है, सबसे प्यारा देश हमारा है। जन्मभूमि है हमारी शान से कहेंगे हम, सभी तो भाई भाई प्यार से रहेंगे हम। हिंदुस्तानी नाम हमारा है, सबसे प्यारा देश हमारा है।
How did you like that dance? I'm so delighted. And please, we don't ask you anything else. Keep on boosting the morale of our young kids. Once again, Talia. Well, I have been told that because of your thunderous applause, the girls have decided to give you one more performance. Please welcome.
बाजे रे बाजे रे बाजे रे खोल
Rathika Sissa by Eason to the stage, and before she comes, I must tell you, we are so happy that she is the Ontario's youngest MP. Give a big applause for her, for Ontario's youngest MP and Canada's youngest South Asian Member of Parliament. Rathika, you are welcome. Thank you.
Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you to the Lakshmi Narayan Mandir for inviting me to join you. It's very quickly becoming another one of my homes in my home of Scarborough Rouge River. I want to take a minute to wish everybody a happy 65th anniversary for India. It's the start of the 66th year, but it's a 65th anniversary. We were doing this calculation earlier. It's an honor for me to celebrate India because my lifelong hero is right here with us, and he's of course none other than Mahatma Ji himself, Mahatma Gandhi. Ever since, childhood, when you would, dress up and go to school as your hero, it was always Mahatma Gandhi. And one thing that I learned from him and have taken with me every day in my career and in my life is when he said that you need to be the face of the change that you want to see in the country and in the world. Those words of Mahatma Gandhi always stay with me, and that is what he has left with every single one of us in the world to do, is that we need to be the face of the change that we want to see in the world. And I want to quickly read a passage, a very brief passage from India's first Prime Minister, and we all know who that is. He was with Gandhiji every day, Jawaharlal Nehru, in his first speech that he made the night before India was born, called Tryst with Destiny. I'm only going to read the first passage of what he said. For those of you who haven't heard it, I think it's a very important piece of history, of a historical oration for us to know. He said, and I quote now, "Long years ago, we made a tryst with destiny, and now the time comes when we shall redeem our pledge, not wholly or in full measure, but very substantially. At the stroke of midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom. A moment comes which comes but rarely in history, when we step out from the old to the new, when an age ends and when the soul of a nation, long suppressed, finds utterance. It is fitting that at this solemn moment, we take the pledge of dedication to the service of India and her people, and to the still larger cause of humanity," said by India's first Prime Minister, Jawaharlal Nehru. I think nobody else other than Gandhiji can say that better, of our commitment to humanity. And that is what we as Canadians and as humans have made. And that is, I think, what India has always done, and Indians Canadians of Indian heritage have done, and I know that under Navalji's, to celebrate the 65th anniversary, start of the 66th year, but the 65th anniversary of India. Jai Hind! Jai Canada! And of course I will finish with Jai Hind!
Thank you very much, Rafika. It was a great tribute to that great man for all the times, Mahatma Gandhi. I mean, he was the father of nation. His sacrifices should be remembered this day, and she has done the right thing. Thank you. एक बार फिर आपकी तालियों के लिए मैं प्रार्थना करूंगा. आज आप हमारे लिए तालियों का दान जरूर दें. Our next speaker is Roxana James. She is our Scarborough Centre MP, and she will read the message from Honorable Immigration Minister Jason Kenney. Honorable Roxana James.
But I'm very pleased to be here. There's a unique bond that ties Canada and India together. We share many common values of traditional family values. We believe in freedom and democracies and fighting for the things that are important to each and every one of us. And we also believe strongly in a very prosperous economy, which is the goal to success and to make sure that we achieve all the things that we want to do as a country. I know in 2010, Prime Minister Singh and Prime Minister Harper began trade negotiations between Canada and India. And I am very proud that that bond, that start of the friendship, is going to ensure that both Canada and India have prosperous and long-term economic futures for both countries. So I'm very pleased with those things within the government. For Parliament for Scarborough Centre, and to welcome you here and to congratulate you on the 65th anniversary of Independence Day, which is the 66th year. But I'm also very proud to be here to present the greetings on behalf of the Minister for Citizenship, Immigration and Multiculturalism, the Honourable Jason Kenney. And if I may, I'll just read that. I would like to extend my warmest greetings to all those attending India's Independence Day celebration. On behalf of Prime Minister Stephen Harper, I would like to thank the Hindu Cultural Society for its continued commitment to a diverse Canada. India began its journey as an independent nation on August the 15th, 1947, a day which is now set aside to both celebrate and remember the achievements of the Hindus. Today's flag-raising ceremony therefore not only celebrates the creation of the modern India, but it also pays tribute to its founding principles of diversity and understanding. As you celebrate this event today, I invite you to reflect on the many valuable contributions that Canadians of Indian origin have made to our nation. Indo-Canadians have long enriched our society with their skills, knowledge, and talent, and their achievements continue to contribute to the cultural and economic fabric of this great country, Canada. As Prime Minister Harper noted, Canada has been immeasurably enriched by such a broad array of ethno-cultural traditions. Each community is part of the cultural diversity that is one of Canada's greatest strengths in this globalized world. As Minister of Citizenship, Immigration and Multiculturalism, I would like to thank you for organizing this event and for your contributions to Canadian multiculturalism. My very best wishes for the wonderful event and happy Independence Day, the Honourable Jason Kenney. Thank you.
Once again, I would like to request the following sponsors to please be on the stage. Lima Williams from Toronto Community News, media sponsor for the event. And Architecture, Nitin Malhotra. Sharma Group of Companies, Dr. Shivani Sharma. Total Mortgage Solutions, Raj Bassi. Sayal Electronics, Paul Sayal, and-law Ankur Narula, Shalini Anand Pharmacy Inc., Shalini Anand, Insure My Future, Mantra Dental, Sean Monga, Alarm Factory, Anil Kapoor, Dr. Usha Chadda, RBC Insurance, and Uptown Health. May I request them to please be on the stage? Next, I would invite on the stage a great friend of Indo-Canadian community, Honorable Bas Balkisson, MPP Scarborough Rouge River. Please welcome Mr. Honorable Bas Balkisson with your applause. Thank you.
Okay, how about a big hand for our MC? He's doing a great job here tonight and keeping all of us on time. So I'm going to be very short and make sure I stick to his schedule. Namaste and good evening, friends, family, and my Indian community. You know, when I walked in, there was somebody wearing a t-shirt and another person wearing a golf shirt here with a message on it. And it reminded me of a little story I need to tell you. In early 1980, I went to live in Saudi Arabia. And in Saudi Arabia, there was a couple million of people of Indian background working in the community. And as I arrived there, they would all approach me and they'd speak to me in Hindi, in Urdu, in Gujarati, and I'd have to say, no, I'm Canadian. And they'd look at me and say, no, you're not Canadian. I says, well, I live in Canada right now and I'm here representing a Canadian company. But I was born in Trinidad. And I'm proud to be Canadian, and I'm proud to be Trinidadian. And I want to say to you, I'm proud to be of Indian origin because my grandfather came from India. And I know all of you, and that message on the shirt that I saw today, proud to be Indian, I know all of you are here because you're proud to be Indian and you're proud to be here to celebrate 65 years of independence from the rule of the British government. And I say to you, you're here because you want to remember that anniversary, because it is important to all of us that when you gain freedom, you want to make sure that that freedom meant something. And what it meant was that India was given the chance to rule its own people and to move the country forward. And how many of you are proud of India today? Because India is going to be one of the world powers very shortly economically. In fact, if you look at some of the major Canadian and American companies, the heads of those companies are born Indian and proud to be Indian. And I think you, as a member of that community, and myself as a member, third generation of the Indian community, we should be very proud of our accomplishments, that we made sure that that independence means something. And I will tell you, my own country of Trinidad, we're celebrating 50 years of independence later this month. And the same happens to all my friends of Indian origin from the Caribbean, from Jamaica, from Guyana, from Trinidad, that we're celebrating independence of those countries also, because we also wanted to contribute to make sure that those countries do better. And I have to say to you, when you read about India today and you read about its progress, we should all be very proud. But there's one thing when I come to events like this, I am so proud of, and that is to see the young people in our community perform their cultural dances. And I urge you, because it is so important that the young people never forget their roots. And if they can retain it and learn about it, it is so important, especially the language, because when I was in Saudi Arabia, I have to say to you, sometimes it was embarrassing that my parents did not have the ability to pass on the language that was their mother tongue. So I say to you, the young people here will be encouraged by their friends in school, high school, university, that we live in Canada and you should only practice English. Yes, we should practice English, but we should retain that mother language, because today we live in a global economy. And today having that extra language gives them that little edge to get a better job and do better in the future. So if you could impart anything to your children and your grandchildren, is make sure that they understand the culture they come from. Make sure that they enjoy their foods and their spices, because we have taken Indian food around the world, that now some of my Canadian friends, they love our spices, they love our taste. So make sure our children are very proud of that. They should not be ashamed of their parents and their grandparents. They should not be ashamed of their language or their culture or their foods. We should be proud at all times. Now, yes, we are Canadians today. Some of us may have lived here longer than we lived in India. And yes, we will make Canada a better place, as long as Canada accepts us for who we are, which is we are Indians. And I have to say, we should all be proud that Canada has given us that opportunity, and we should cherish that opportunity. In fact, we enjoy the privilege of being given the opportunity to live in this land, and we should help and build this land, because this is the country of ours, this is the country of our children, and this is the country of our grandchildren. So we must do both. And I have to say to the Hindu Cultural Society, what you've done today, hard work pays off. Because seeing people standing at the back because there's no seats tells me that the community is very proud of what you're doing today, and you should be very proud of yourself. And as the MC has said earlier, next year it's going to be bigger and better. And let's hope I'm here to join with you again. Thank you very much, and thank you for having me with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would simply say as a historian, whatever Honorable Balkishan has said has lot of meaning. You want to destroy a culture, take its language from it. That is how Africa was colonized. Language is the soul of a culture. So retain our language. That's my appeal to you on this very important day of August 15, 2012. Teach your children the language which is your language from your mother country. Don't forget that. It's very important. Next, I request Honorable Bas Balkishan to please give plaques to our sponsors. I will call their name one by one. So kindly come forward, and this is a small gesture of recognition from Hindu Cultural Society is for you. You have done a great job. Without you, we would have not been able to host this event. Clap for them, please. Thank you. So I call Toronto Community News, Lima Williams, our media sponsor of the event. Next is An Architecture, Nitin Malhotra. And I have just been informed that he is also the architecture for our temple development. He has done a very great job. And then comes Dr. Shivani Sharma, pride of the community. Dr. Shivani Sharma of Sharma Group of Companies. Thank you. And then I call Total Mortgage Solutions, Raj Bassi. Welcome, Raj. You are always in the forefront to help us whenever we need you. Thank you. And then comes that great son of India who is always ready to support the community, none other than Mr. Paul Sayal of Sayal Electronics. You are welcome, sir. Then I would call Mr. Ankur Narula of Enlo. Well, he's not there, so next is Shalini Anand Pharmacy Inc. Shalini Anand. Shalini's plaque will be received by Mr. Hemant Sayal. Then we call Ensure My Life. If you can do that for me, welcome. Well, he is also missing. Maybe he has an appointment somewhere. Mr. Ashwini will receive the plaque on his behalf. And then is Mantra Dental, Sean Monga. Welcome, Mr. Monga. You give us such beautiful smile. Then is Alarm Factory, Mr. Anil Kapoor. I never knew that Mr. Anil Kapoor is here. Give a thunderous applause to Mr. Anil Kapoor. Then Dr. Usha Chadha. Dr. Usha Chadha. Next is RBC Insurance. Mr. Sharma. Hari Sharma will receive the plaque of RBC Insurance. You are welcome, Mr. Sharma. And last, I hope this list goes to many more names next year. The next is Uptown Health. Mr. Mo, please give a big applause to all these sponsors. And I'm sure our other events, they would come forward again so that the attendance which we have today is doubled or even tripled, and Councillor Chow is there always to help us, I'm sure. All the sponsors, can you please come forward so that we can have a group picture with you, please? Give us a few minutes.